everyone, today's project is going to be 3D Halloween pictures. So first thing you're going to need are going to be frames. These frames I purchased at Dollar Tree, so we have only a $3 investment here. They had 5x7 and 4x6 and 8x11. Just depends on how much you're going to put in your 3D pictures. I'm keeping mine pretty basic, so I'm going to keep them around the size of the lettering I'm using. So 5x7 is going to work best for what I'm doing. The next thing you're going to need are the 3D wooden cutouts. You're going to find these at your craft stores. They're going to have all kinds of different shapes and sizes. So these are the ones that I got. They have little images, they have wording, and they have a variety of colors. They had orange, green, black, and of course, if you have other colors that you're using, because they're wooden, they're very easy to paint. The other thing is, they are painted on both sides. So if you even wanted to use mirrors instead of the picture frames, you could do that too. Now, these are only $1.49 each at Michael's. The great thing is, of course, as with all of their fall items, you can usually get them 40 to 60% off. So for these were all 50% off, so you're only looking at like 75 cents each. And then you will need something to adhere the little items onto the picture frame. So I'm using hot glue. You can use any adhesive. You can use the E6000, you can use regular glue, whatever you have around is fine. Don't need to make a special trip for this one. Then the last thing that I'm going to be using is paint, so that I can paint the backgrounds to match my decor. Still use an old trusty here, this Deco Art Americana. It's a little less than $2 at Michael's. And this one as well in the purple, again, a little less than $2. So for this project total, we're looking at $1.50, $3, $3.75, $6.75. Yeah, so this is going to be less than $10 for the 3 frames. And of course, if you're going to paint to match, you're going to need brushes or foamies. Now, the first thing that you're going to do is take your frames, unwrap them, and then you can decide what you want to do. If you want to keep the matting in, or if not. And the other thing you can use is, if you've been doing the crafts with me and you have your dollar bundle of construction paper, you could also just use the cardboard matting that's in here as a template. And if you don't want to paint, you can just cut out a piece of construction paper. So you just put that in as your matting. I am going to use the matting, however, I am not a fan of the white, so I'm going to be painting this. And then also, I want a black background, so I'm going to take the little piece of cardboard that's inside, and I'm going to paint this black. Again, if you don't want to paint and you have that construction paper around, black piece of construction paper, whatever piece of construction paper, or leave this white. But you don't want to paint, you have that option too. That's nice and quick and easy. So now that I have my background painted, this is what it looks like. And then the next thing I'm going to do is going to take the border here, or matting, and I'm going to paint that purple. So instead of the slick side, I'm going to turn that over to the cardboard side. That way the paint is going to adhere better. And because this is cardboard, this paint is going to dry very quickly. So by the time that I finish this, my black background should actually already be dry, and then we can start to assemble everything. So next, we'll be painting this purple. The next thing you're going to do is lay down your background and your matting, and line those up so that you know where you're going to want to place your 3-dimensional items. And that way you can center everything up. So for my first one, I'm going to do the pumpkin. Alright, then you're going to place the items the way that you like them. For me, I'm going to do the pumpkin with the Happy Halloween. I'm just going to put them the way that I'm going to want them to be. in the frame. Then I'm going to take my hot glue gun or whatever adhesive again that you have. Put a little glue to attach it. Of course, using hot glue, you gotta clear away all these stupid little stringy things it does. You're just gonna hold that down a few seconds just to make sure that it's on there good. All right, looks good so far. And I'm going to put the pumpkin just below it. All right, so this is how my little one looks. So I'm going to take the frame, place everything inside, and then get my backing, making sure that the top is indeed the top. This is the finished product for the first one, for the Happy Halloween. And I'm going to repeat the same process for the next two, and then I'll show you those as I'm putting those together. Alright everyone, so I just wrapped up the other two designs that I did. So the second one is Trick or Treat, and then the third, a skull with the rest in peace. Alright, so here are our finished 3D Halloween pictures. Again, this project in total should be less than $10 if you're doing a set of 3. And they have different colors. Also, like for mine, I have the black and the purple background because that's what most of my decorations are those main colors. But in hindsight, seeing these, the black on black, is a little bit difficult. So that's something to think about before you start. Of course, I don't do these projects ahead of time. Ideas pop in my head and I want to share them. So we learn together. That wraps up today's project. If you guys have any comments or would like to share how yours turned out, you can do so below. Also, make sure to like if you thought this project was interesting and like doing it on your own. And as always, remember to subscribe. Again, there will be at least one video or event every week for you guys, and that's going to be throughout the year. So hope you enjoyed this project and stay tuned for the next.